People tell me, you must get a lot of hate. I don't know, I think everybody loves me. And they're like, yeah, but you get a lot of hate. I'm like, I don't see it. They're like, it's everywhere. I saw it all everywhere online. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So you're looking in the comments where the losers live. Yeah, so the people that appreciate me, they're in my DM box. Yeah, they send me direct messages saying, you changed my life, thank you, I appreciate you. The losers are in the comment section, and if you go to the mall right now and go to the food court, you'll meet all of them. You don't think very highly of yourself. You're leaving it up to other people to tell you how your life's gonna go. You're waiting for other people to give you validation that you can be a winner instead of you validating yourself that you're already a winner. Sell yourself that everybody loves you until you love yourself enough that you're willing to bet on yourself and put your back against the wall against any situation. You will never be number one. And some of you say, well, I don't want to do sales. Well, let me tell you this, if you don't get good at sales, you'll never sell yourself. Has anybody ever been to prison? I've been. I went one day. I was 18 years old, got a DUI, went in there, threw up everywhere because I was hammered, got in a fight, got jumped by about 20 people. They said we're going upstairs because I kept trying to call my dad to bail me out. And there was a name stuck in the phone, right? You know when you pick up the phone, you get a collect call from the county jail from, and you go, Andy, right? Well, there was a name that was stuck. So I'm 18 years old, I get a DUI, I'm literally been throwing up all night, got the hell beat out of me by 20 guys in there. They were just freaking lunatics. And then half of them were like, I can't wait to go upstairs, man. I heard we get TV now. I'm like, the hell? I'm like, this shit is, I gotta get out of here, bro. I'm like, I have been like totally lost. But then I get it, there's a line to the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like in line to the phone. You get like 1 minute. And so I'm waiting in line and I get up and it says, and it's like, you have a collect call from the county jail from. My dad's like, hello. And it's like, you have a collect call from the county jail from? And I would say, Andy, because you just say your name. And the name was stuck. It would say, Debo. And I would say, yeah. And I go, Andy, go Debo. Woo! And my dad was like, no thanks. And I would hang up, and then literally I'd have to go back to the back of the line again. I worked my way up again, right? Literally trying not to get in another fight. 18, Debo. Nope. I'm like, Dad, but you can't hear you. It can only hear your name, but it was stuck, Debo. I'm like, dude, and then they're coming in. What shoe size are you? Right? What shoes? We're getting in oranges. We're about to go up. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going upstairs. He goes like, we're going upstairs. I'm like, damn, because we're in a holding cell. We're about to go up. Finally, my dad, I called one more time. My dad's like, accept. I'm like, Dad, what the hell? He's like, I didn't know Debo. I'm like, but you knew he had a crazy ass son. You should have said yes. 18 times later. Anyways, he said, where are you at? I told him. He bailed me out right as we were going up. I remember my daddy brought me out. I was crying. I never wanted to go back into that place again. I am not a bad person. I've made a lot of mistakes, but man, I never wanted to ever go to jail or do something wrong. Long story short, as I got older in life, I found myself in a legal position because I worked for the wrong owner and the wrong company that was doing some shitty stuff. And I was making a lot of money. So I was like, I've never been in trouble. I'm not a bad person. Like every little business has some gray areas, right? Well, he was a really bad guy and I worked for him. So I ended up getting in trouble too. I told the truth. I didn't go to jail. It was a crazy 5-year run. During that time, I really appreciated freedom. During that time, thinking about my kids maybe not being with their dad, or my wife not being with me. Even if they stayed with me, they were going to grow up without me. I thought about those things. It gave me a good opportunity to really decide who I want to become. And I remember I asked God, you give me a chance to work my way through this. I promise you on my life, I will never take this life for granted again, ever. And I walked into court, and after 2 days of being on stand, I told the truth. All the people who lied went to jail. I told the truth. After 2 days, they said, get out of here. No felony, no nothing, no problem. I was free. I remember when I walked out of there, I was like, God, I will never take this for granted, ever. There's two things that'll truly change someone's life. Either getting a bad doctor's report, you're sick, you're gonna die. You'll shape up real quick. Or someone else that you love getting that. Or losing your freedom, which is going to prison. And some of you, you're free, but the way you operate, your mind has you in prison. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. This book I am more fired up about than anything else I've ever released in my entire life. I literally would have given my legs to have this book the last 25 years. I've spent 5 months in Dubai when I was gone building this entire book with the 50th most deadliest closes on planet Earth that will work in any industry. And you guys can get this book right now. Go down to the description box below on this YouTube video and click the link. Fill out your information and you guys can get your book. Remember, this book right here is going to change your life and you guys can get it now. Go down, get it, and then let's get back to the video. Did you guys hear what I just said? Life is really good. You know, some of you in here, you can't be bothered by anything good that someone tells you. You've already made the decision that life is the way it is. You're going to earn what you're going to earn, and your life's going to look the same next year. I feel really sorry for you. I really feel sorry the most for the people that have believed in you because you're letting them down. You're a piece of shit. And also another thing, see, baby was like, yep. Hey, he's smart. She's smart. I mean, I'm just saying it is what it is. When you guys actively say no to learning, you actively say yes to hurting anybody that's ever believed in you and the people that love you. I'm serious. And look, and if you're in this room and you don't have kids and you're not married, you know, you're like, man, if I screw up, I mean, I'm not hurting anybody. Bullshit, you're hurting yourself. And that should mean a lot to you. Every one of you, I have to live with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I got to live with me. So listen to me. A lot of you, what you do is you go around, you try to please other people your whole life. Would you agree? Yes. You want other people to see, what you're doing. When really what matters and what gets you ahead is what you're doing when no one's around. See, the one thing that I'll tell you guys, if you want to grow in life, is that 99.99999% of the world, you know what they don't know? Themselves. They know their business, they know everyone around them, but they've never taken any time to get to know themselves. And honestly, they don't want to know themselves. You know why? Because you're cold and you're numb. You know, when you're numb, you're about to go out. If I look at you and I'm talking and you can't make a single facial expression, you're cold. I'm human just like you guys, but I am very aware of what's going on. I know the devil attacks what's valuable. You know the valuablest thing in my life? My mind. Okay? By the way, my mind controls my perspective. My perspective is how I see life and how I believe I see the world and how I believe the world sees me. You guys think that's important? Yes. Super important. I walk up to any one of you and I already know what's going to happen. You're going to do what I want you to do. I don't care what you think. My mind is already made up. While you're sitting there wondering what's going to happen next, I'm already for sure what's going to happen next. I already win. Do you guys understand? Yes. That's called sales. And some of you say, well, I don't want to do sales. Well, let me tell you this. If you don't get good at sales, you'll never sell yourself. You guys are in a 24-hour-a-day sell with yourself all day long. People that don't like sales are in big, big trouble. And then people that don't know how to close are in huge trouble. And you say, well, Andy, what does that mean? You're closing yourself that you're after a big life. You're going to create a big life. The world is coming your way in your favor. Good things are going to happen to you. And if bad things happen, you're like, oh, that's cool. That's a test. No big deal. Anybody know what a test day is? A test day is when you wake up and the sun don't shine. A test day is when you wake up, you just lost your best customer and you got a cancellation. A test day is when you wake up and literally your best employee just quit. A test day is when you wake up and honestly, you don't want to do anything but go back to sleep. And on those days, those are the days you got to give more than all the other days. Those are the days that you actually get to see what your character is made of. Which, by the way, you know how I know who the top earners are in this room, who the most successful are, and who are going to build the biggest things? Are the ones that have the greatest characters. See, I'm a wildcat. I'm a cowboy. What does that mean? I'm a little crazy. Do you know why? Because every single day I'm brainwashing myself that I'm going to do good. And am I making mistakes along the way? Absolutely. Am I failing along the way? A lot. But I'm closing myself that I'm going in the right direction. And I've got to stay on this path. And I can't think less of myself. You know what your friends who aren't your friends are telling you? You're conceited. You're stuck up. You know? When really, I think thinking highly of yourself is extremely important in life. Honestly. I think it's probably one of the most important things, matter of fact, on planet Earth, is to think highly of yourself. Is that conceit? No. It's called confidence. Will any one of you in here ever do anything great with low self-esteem? You sure? You better think really highly. You better think about what I'm telling you right now then. Maybe. See, it's like if I come in here today and I know this looks like bricks, but we're going to treat it like a puzzle. Because I could draw all the little pieces of the puzzle and it would look a lot better. But there's a piece of the puzzle that's missing. And until you figure out that little piece of the puzzle, your life isn't going to change. And I'm willing to bet that little piece of the puzzle I just covered right now. You don't think very highly of yourself. You're leaving it up to other people to tell you how your life's going to go. You're waiting for other people to give you validation that you can be a winner instead of you validating yourself that you're already a winner. You know what I know? When I was broke, when I didn't have any money, when I was in debt, when everything wasn't going my way, when I was in legal trouble, when I literally thought for a second that this is the worst life could get, I thought, man, dude, I'm about to have a breakthrough. I know I am. I know it's any second now. Did I say any day? I said any second that breakthrough could come through. Luke goes and knocks on 300 doors, slammed, spit in the face, shut up, get out of here. One good door changes his whole life. You remember that door you hit? That one door when you were going through hell and there was that one really nice person and it just got easy for a minute. And you were like, God, man, now this is what I want this to look like. Okay, I know this sounds crazy, but take yourself to that moment at that door in the way that you felt and think, this is how every door is going to be from now on. And you literally become delusional. And for those of you that can't do this, I feel sorry for you. Matter of fact, quit and go get a salary job. But stop dreaming. Just stop. Quit saying you want a big life. Will you please? Just quit. Quit telling other people that you want a big life because you really don't. Because in order to have a big life, you're literally going to have to be in control of your own thoughts. You're going to have to shoot those airplanes down that are bad. You're going to have to land the good ones. You're going to have to talk positively to yourself all day long. Okay, I am in a sales meeting 24 hours a day with myself. It's all day. Life is good. Things are good. We're about to break through. This deal's going to go down. Next big close is happening. We just lost that deal. Okay, what did I learn from that? What lesson can I get better at from that? That's a learning experience. That's a good thing, right? Notice, some of you go, we just lost that. Oh my God, what are we going to do now? How are we going to handle this? I'm like, wait a minute. We just learned not to do that again so we don't lose another deal after that. What a blessing. Let's go get another deal. Do you guys see it? Someone who thinks like this can't be beat. And the crazy thing about it is that none of you can make me feel this way. I want to repeat that. None of you. You can't make me feel this way. You can be a motivational speaker. You can be the greatest coach ever, but you can't make me feel this way. It's my responsibility. Do you guys see? Yes. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility. When you're like, what do we do? What do we do? You already know what to do. Sell yourself that life is good. Sell yourself that blessings are all around you. Sell yourself that opportunities are everywhere. Sell yourself that you're in the greatest place that you could ever be in your life. Sell yourself that you're one handshake away from the deal you always wanted. Sell yourself that everybody loves you. What? But everybody doesn't love me. Says who? Oh, you said that to you. Now I understand why you act that way. People tell me, you must get a lot of hate. I don't know, I think everybody loves me. And they're like, yeah, but you get a lot of hate. I'm like, I don't see it. They're like, it's everywhere. I saw it all everywhere online. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So you're looking in the comments where the losers live. Yeah. So the people that appreciate me, they're in my DM box. Yeah, they send me direct messages saying, you changed my life. Thank you. I appreciate you. The losers are in the comment section. And if you go to the mall right now and go to the food court, you'll meet all of them. Yeah. You want to hang out with those guys? Okay, some of you got a food court mind. I'm dead serious, and you know it. And the sad thing about it is your wife keeps believing in you. Your girlfriend keeps believing in you. Luke keeps believing in you. Nadia, at the end of the night, him and her are fighting. You guys don't see this side. At the end of the day, Nadia and Luke go home and fight. And you're like, they got the perfect marriage. They do, but they fight about you guys. Because Nadia's like, give him another day, honey. Give him 2 more weeks. Am I right? Luke's like, no, I'm sick of their shit. I've said everything I can, babe. I've trained them. I held their hand. I went in the room. I begged them. I fed them. I took them. I did everything. I cold plunged. I took them to the gym. Babe, no one's ever done anything like this for this person before. And I did more than anyone else would ever do for them. And they still don't look like they appreciate it. She's like, maybe tomorrow will be the day. They don't fight about themselves. They fight because of you guys. That's a good leader. But you guys are screwing them by not changing. I tell my team all the time, me and Jackie never fight. We just fight about them. Because we love them so much, we want to see them win. You guys in this room, if you really want to win, you guys have to be able to do the one superpower that I honestly only see a handful of people do in their life. If all of you in here goes, we want to make more money than anyone. We want to have a better life than anyone has ever had. We want to be the most successful person on planet Earth. Just tell me how to do it. Really want to know. Number 1, put yourself around people that want to see you do great. They genuinely want to see you do great. You can tell when you're around them that their heart is in a good place and they want to see you do great. Not because they want to see you make money, but because as a human being, they want to see you have a good life. I honestly believe with all of my heart that is Luke and Nadia. If you sit here in this room and you don't know that, you're an absolute idiot. You are a full-blown idiot, because I know that. And I've never met anyone like them. And then secondly, you've got to start coaching yourself. Stop. Luke can't change your life. Look, dude, the guy's willing to teach you everything he knows. He's willing to pour his whole heart into you. The problem is that you're not willing to pour your whole heart into yourself. You guys get mad when other people sleep on you, being like they're looking over you to be successful, but you sleep on your own self every day and you sleep on your own dreams every day. You do it to you. A lot of you right now, if Kobe Bryant was still alive and he lived in this room, you would bet on him in a basketball game and say, dude, he'll smash these guys. But you wouldn't bet on your own self to smash the competition. Until you love yourself enough that you're willing to bet on yourself and put your back against the wall against any situation, you will never be number 1. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. This book I am more fired up about than anything else I've ever released in my entire life. I literally would have given my legs to have this book the last 25 years. I've spent 5 months in Dubai when I was gone building this entire book with the 50th most deadliest closes on planet Earth that will work in any industry. And you guys can get this book right now. Go down to the description box below on this YouTube video and click the link. Fill out your information and you guys can get your book. Remember, this book right here is going to change your life and you guys can get it now. Go down, get it, and then let's get back to the video. You guys understand? It's your problem. How are we going to fix it? Well, you only have so much real estate in your mind. Some of you guys need to burn down some homes. You need to go in there right now. You've been told some lies. You've seen some things. You've been through some experiences. And that is not who you are right now. That is not the life you want to live. That is not the way you want to think. And those houses don't belong in your neighborhood. Burn them to the ground. I'm talking like an act of God hurricane going through your freaking mind and wiping out everything. A freaking F6 tornado, wipe out every property that doesn't belong. And with a lot of you, I'm willing to bet it's 90% of your mind. And by the way, no one is in this room trying to screw you over. No one in this world, I believe, wants to screw anyone over. Now, if you hang around bad people, they will screw you over. But I don't believe somebody go out there like, I'm going to screw him over. But I believe a lot of you actively wake up and you intentionally go after yourself. And you self-sabotage your own life because you don't believe the way that I'm teaching you today. You don't believe the way that I'm telling you that these top performers believe. If you want to do what these top performers can do, you have to see the way these top performers see. You have to think the way these top performers think. You have to believe the way these top performers believe. And then the skill added with that mind is an absolute superpower. That's the secret. And so I'm delusional. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I know I have a good heart. I know I'm going to freaking deliver unlike anyone else. I'm going to be different than everyone else. I'm going to be loyal to those that have been loyal to me. All of them. I will always treat people kind. I will never be reactive. Great leaders stay calm in every situation. Okay, Navy SEALs, people start shooting. Amateurs start running and screaming. They nice politely reach into their dill and shoot you between the eyes. They are trained with their weapon. You must become trained with your mind. Okay, when you see something and it starts to get you all worked up, realize, okay, I know what I'm going to do. And then you go back to brainwashing yourself. This is how the world sees me. This is how I see the world. This is how great life is. Dude, guys, your mind is so strong, it will literally kill you. It will kill you. And your mind is so strong, it'll literally heal you. You go to the doctor, he misdiagnoses you, and he says that you have cancer and you've got 1 month to live. Actively, you will start to die. Your mind will start to die. It will start to kill your body. You will physically start to decay and you will die in 30 days. You go to a different doctor and he says, there's this pill if you take, 100% of the people who have taken it have been immediately cured. They've never had cancer again. So if you take this, you'll be 100% healthy again. When you take it, the minute you take it, you're like, oh my God, I feel different already. Your mind is going to run on you in one or the other direction, a good direction or a bad direction. It's going to kill you or it's going to make you feel alive. You're either going to waste your life or your life's going to matter. All because it's your mind. Only pros understand and have access to this weapon. Most of you in here, you spend a lot of time on social media. Absolute brain rot. It's rot. It is not even funny. It is actively killing your dreams, your income, your creativity, your genius, and your future. It's killing you. Just so everybody wants to know, I don't have social media on my phone. I don't have it. I'm not going to watch that shit. I'm not watching it. I don't care who's on it. I'm not watching it. I create it. I'll let you watch it, but I'm not watching it. You know what a drug dealer does? He sells drugs. Would a drug dealer be stupid to do his own drugs?
Don't get high on your own supply.
Don't get high on your own supply. No joke. I am dealing something that's like crack. And everybody has to have it. You know why? Well, in the old days, people used to get dopamine. Their endorphins would fire here. Oxytocin, serotonin. They'd get this biological reward from doing hard work and waking up. There was maybe a pager, but they would go and they would just get shit done. You know what I'm saying? GST, get shit done. They would get shit done all day long. But then this thing came out. And now people will watch other people live, and watching someone else live, endorphins will fire. Oxytocin throws through the phone. Dopamine hits. And you can get as much of it you want. And that's why the more social media you watch, the more depressed you become. It's fake. Does anybody know what porn is?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Entertainment.
It's fake. It's fake. Pornography is fake. And you can watch it all you want. And you can sin until you're blue in the face watching it. But you can't walk up to a human and go, meet my girlfriend. It's not real. In your mind, you think that you're getting somewhere when really you're getting nowhere. Those of you that are chewing up social media every day, it's like watching porn. It's fake. Wouldn't it be cool to actually draw a hard line and say, you know what? I'm going to have a real relationship. You know what? I'm going to have real success, and I'm really going to live my life in a way that makes me really proud, and I'll get dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin, and serotonin that way. Would that be cool? What would it feel like in a world full of lost people that literally have sold out their dreams for a freaking phone? What would it feel like if you guys actually created a real life? That's what I did. This isn't about me. I'm telling you guys, everything that I've built, all of it, everything that I've built has been because I understand what people want. Find a need, fill a need. Isn't that what we do with solar? Find a need. People want to save money. People want to be inflation proof. People don't want to look up in 5 years and not be able to pay for their freaking stuff. People want their property values to increase. People want choices and options. That's why we sell solar. Because solar is a need, and we feel the need. And I know that every one of you in here, given the choice today to go to work your ass off and knock 500 doors in a neighborhood, or watch TikTok all day long and be able to laugh, 99% of you would say out loud, I want to go knock doors, but given the choice, if nobody was around, you'd watch social media all day. Who's screwing you now? Who's the enemy now? It's all you guys. And then you got guys like Luke and Nadia that are like, listen, we'll give you a great place to work. We'll give you a family. We'll actually let you be our family. We want to be your family. We love you. We want to help you. We'll do anything for you. We'll have your back for life. I'll show you how I, as an individual producer, made millions a year selling solar on my own. What value is it for Luke and Nadia to go home and fight every night about all of you if you're not interested in living the way that they live? Wouldn't he be better off just producing on his own and going home and you guys not worrying about anyone else? I mean, you ever thought about that? But they're leaders and they're built different. And so they found the love for building others. And so when others don't grow as fast as they can grow, it's because the people that they're around actively haven't chosen to want to live that way. It's right in front of you. It's right here. Guys, Luke Ward is the #1 solar salesman in the world. You guys understand that? You guys understand that?
Yes.
In the world. If you weren't in this room and you were at, what's the place you're going to go work? Whatever it's called. And you knew that there was this guy across town and his name was Luke Ward. He was the #1 solar salesman in the world. Then he would mentor you and coach you. Would you not give everything to try to get close to him to learn how to do it? They got Johnny that did this, Joey that did this. You got the #1 guy in the world. And how does he live with his family? How does he live? Is he good to his wife? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How do you know? Because you've seen it daily. How good of a father is he? What about Nadia? Is she a good wife? How much does she care about the team? Does it feel like a business here or does it feel like family? You'll never find this again. You guys better wake up. You'll never find it again. I'm telling you now, you'll never find it again. And here you are sleeping on this great opportunity. You know why? Because you're comparing your life to everything here. I love my life. I don't care what any of these people are doing. I don't care if they have more than me. I don't care if they have less than me. I don't care what they have. I love my life. I'm a great husband. Okay? I'm a great dad. I'm in great shape. I take good care of myself. I take care of myself every day. And I take care of myself so I can take care of my family and my team. I take care of my clients. I'm close to God. I love my relationship with God. I'm not perfect, but I have a relationship with him. I know that when I mess up, he gives me grace immediately. No matter if the world does or not, I know he will. I'm good. I'm good. I know people are going to leave me at some point and they're going to go work somewhere else because they don't see what I see. And as a leader, they can't feel what I feel if they can't see what I see. And so I try my hardest every day to paint the vision, to sell the story, to explain what's possible. But the minute any one of them get on here, they're immediately taken out. You know that? The reason why all of you in here are not winning is because of this. This phone, you know what it's made to do? Make calls and text messages. Am I right? You know the computer, it's made to be in an office at home. So that after a long day's work, after you come home and see your family, you could sit down for 30 or 45 minutes and do some work on the computer. And then they put it here. And now every single one of you don't own your life. This thing owns your life. And it owns your mind. It owns your bank account. It owns your income. It owns your future. And it owns everything. How can any one of you in this room have a compelling future and believe that something can really happen if you can't become unaddicted to this? Impossible. So you would say, well, what do I do? What's it made for? To make phone calls and to make text messages. Am I right? There's an app that we need to work out of when we go into the field. Okay, got that. What about everything else? You know what I would do? I would go to him and I'd say, you're my accountability partner. I'm addicted to this. I'm being totally honest. I don't like this thing anymore. But I do need to make calls. I do need to call people. I do need to make text messages. I do have to work off the app. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to set restrictions on your phone. And you're not going to be able to get into anything except these two apps, make calls and text. You can't even get into Safari. Every night between 8 and 9 o'clock, it'll unlock. And for 1 hour, you can do whatever you want. That hour, you can get your hits. If you want them during that time, you got one window. How much more productive would all of you be if you did that? Do it. Do it. I don't need the 1 hour window. I got it right here. I already know what's going down. Okay? If I need you to look up something, I'll ask you to do it on your phone. Because I don't want that shit in my pocket. Do you guys understand? Yeah. If you guys did what I said, would your life look differently? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, if someone tells you what to do and you know it's good for you, would you guys execute and do it immediately? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I do these events in these seminars. Luke, we do these events and 95% of the people leave and don't change. 5% of them change. Will you guys all make a commitment to yourselves to do this, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, listen to me. Don't be the yes guy in the meeting also that says yes, then you don't do it. I am telling you, when you get out of here, you are going to do this. Is it weird when you walk up to someone and say, hey, I need you to get into my safety settings and don't let me get into anything? Yes, that is weird. But you know what I'll tell you? Weird people get statues. Normal people don't. You guys need to think really quick. Is it actually cool to be weird? Or is it cool to be like everyone else?
Weird.
Being weird is actually your goal. And normal people would never tell you that. But I'm very successful, and I'm here to tell you, the more weird you can become, the more successful you will be. And by the way, why are you weird? Because you're not conforming to the world. Right? You're not getting civilized. You guys want to be civilized like everybody else out there? No. I don't want to be that way. Guys, I am telling you, if you want a life that no one else has ever had, you got to go against the grain. There's this 4-lane highway. It's this 4-lane highway. Everyone's on it. And then there's this one road over here. And by the way, I don't know if you guys like what your religion is, but it's almost biblical. It's very weird as I start explaining to people how to build a life of success. It's biblical. You know, I'm a Christian, so it's like Jesus is like, you got to take this road that's not traveled very often, and everyone's over here. And so you got to lose your life to find your life. And you're like, what? Yeah, you're going to be misunderstood, man. They won't know what you're doing. And by the way, when you take care of people, God always fills the storehouse. He fills it. When you do the right thing for you and your family, He'll fill the storehouse. You won't even have to ask Him to. Some of you are in here right now and you're trying to ask how to do it. You know what I'll tell you to do? Chase your best version of yourself. Chase the man. Get control of your mind. Shoot down the bad airplanes. Listen to what I'm saying. Kill all the distractions. You say, that's the play? Bet your ass that's the play. And then if you can do that, then you show up to Luke's door and you're like, Luke, I don't have any distractions. I literally am in control of my mind. I have the best attitude ever. I understand this opportunity in life. Find a need, fill a need. You're the solar guy. You understand how to sell solar to anyone. Teach me every skill you have. You know what it'll do? He'll take you straight to the top. But if your foundation isn't great, you guys can't build the house you want. Has anybody ever seen somebody build something on a weak foundation? Well, yeah, but it looks like crap. About 2 years later, they got to bulldoze it. Right? And by the way, you guys, I said, go in your mind and burn down every freaking thing in your life that doesn't belong. You know what a foundation repair company does? They come in and they repair the foundation. Is it ever perfect? No, they just keep repairing it. Some of you, you come in, you get your weekly meeting with Luke and you repair the foundation. Then you go back out and you crack the whole thing again. Dude, you guys need to burn down everything in your life. Burn down everything in your mind. Is it what you want anyways? No. Is any one of you right now happy with where your bank account is right now? Okay, then when I tell you a new play to run, why are you fighting me internally in your mind? Has any of you ever asked yourself, why is this guy telling me, this guy earns 7 figures a month, and he's telling me how I can change my whole life, and by the way, he tells me all the bad shit he did, how stupid he was, how literally he sold cars for 23 years and he was an idiot, literally came from nothing, has nothing any better than any of you to bring to the table, but I can control this. And you know why? Because I know the devil attacks what's valuable. He's coming for this, guys. And that's why I said, he wants you to stay on your phones. He wants you to keep thinking negative. And in your head right now, if you're feeling resistance like this, like, I don't have to do that. There's got to be another way. I don't have to do that. You know what that's called? Ego. You know who has the most ego in the world? People say that rich people have ego. Broke people have broke ego arrogance. I ain't never seen so much ego in broke people. Dude, you're broke. And I'm like, you want to stop being broke? You're like, yes, please. I'm like, okay, do this. And they're like, no. And I'm like, do you or don't you want to be broke? Because your actions tell me that you actually like being broke. Do you feel me? You guys have heard it all from him. I'm not delivering you a new message today. I might deliver it a little differently, but it's the same message he's been telling you guys. You guys got to wake up, man. I'm telling you, it ain't never been easier to win than right now. It ain't never been easier to win. Dude, honestly, I wish I would have met Luke, 6 years ago. I'm sure he would have wished he'd have met me too. Because guess what? I would have been working for him. Do you know why? Because I have no pride in me working for someone or them working for me. Because the way I see it, this is our business. You guys should all see that your business, his business, it's y'all's business. Am I right? And when everyone wins, it feels good, doesn't it? Listen, you need to find someone you want to be like, and you need to study them. You need to study the way they think. You need to study the way they talk. You need to study the things they do. You need to study the way they believe. You need to study their habits. Where does Luke go on Sunday? He goes to church. Okay, I'm going to church too. Well, I don't know if I believe in God. Well, you're going to church. You'll figure it out. You just go. Guys, you know what I learned? Is that when you get around people that are winning, you just do what they do and you figure out how to win along the way. And also, I want to tell you something. A lot of you think you have to have it all figured out. You have to see it all play out before you'll actually go in on my methodology. That's not how it works. How it works in life is once you do it, the answers start coming once you make the decision. You'll never get the answers until you commit. The minute one of you guys goes, you know what? I'm deleting my social media right now. And you delete it. And by the way, am I okay with you having it on your computer at home? Sure. Get it out of your pocket. Hey, listen to me. I've got some buddies of mine I watch on social media. If I ever want to look them up, I either got to look on your phone because I can't see them. Okay? Or I got to go and I got to look at it on my computer. But that thing ain't going around in my pocket. I'm not doing it. And if you can't make that simple decision, you know what you're actively saying? I'm actually okay being stuck. Dude, you're saying I am okay with the life that I have right now. You guys, most of you in here will die and you will never achieve true success. But you could have. You could have. You could have done anything you wanted. You just were asleep. You sat in these meetings. Your eyes had loose eyes. You were looking all over the place. You could never get hyper-focused. Who in this room has ADD? Raise your hand. It's all the same. ADD, ADHD. Hands up all the way. Can I show you guys something? Let me explain. This is why it's very important for you to understand this. So this will probably help you guys a lot. And you'll probably understand why you're wired just like me. But if you want to know why you're not being successful, I'm going to show you why. And by the way, ADHD, they say there's attention deficit. There's not a deficit, it's actually an ad. That's where they screwed up. The problem is God made turtles and he also made rabbits. And Luke, you're a rabbit. You're a rabbit. Luke has what I call fast brain. Is a turtle faster than the rabbit? Yes or no? No, I meant to say rabbit faster than a turtle. But all the ADD people were on the same page. The turtle said no, and the rabbits were like, yeah. Because we're just so excited to go get it. Okay? Listen, I'm going to teach you a lesson on this. And by the way, training doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be crazy long. Get something to chew on, go kick ass. When I was in school, there were a bunch of turtles, and most of my teachers were turtles. Would everybody agree?
Yes.
How many fast-brain teachers do you see? Okay, how many of them really went out there and accumulated massive success? Now, I love them. There's nothing wrong with the turtle. Listen to me. There's nothing, they're just built different, just like we're built different. They think there's something wrong with us, but there's really nothing wrong with them either. They're just built different. Let me explain this. So a turtle, listen to me, a turtle, when it's resting, it's happy. When it has to work, it becomes sad. It actually goes down in state when it has to work because it's like, oh, I'm exhausted, I need a break. But a rabbit, when a rabbit is resting, it's sad. And when it's working, it's happy. There's a part of our brain that and it's very hard. Turtles are very present. They're like, come on, babe, be present. Just be here with us. But the rabbits are always looking in the future. And it's hard for them to be present because they're dreamers. They're always like, oh, let's go to the next thing. Oh my God, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to crush this thing. I'm going to hit this thing. And I'm going to do this. And then it's like, relax. But it's a rabbit, and rabbits are made to run fast, and turtles are made to run slow. But in school, this is what I got told. So when I was younger, my teacher told me, and my dad, they called his principal's office. Dad goes in, and they said, your son's got ADD, ADHD, whatever they call it. He's got it, and he needs medicine. And so they try to make the rabbits turtles. And so what happened is my dad takes me to the doctor, and we're broke as shit, right? And by the way, thank God, God's got a plan. My dad takes me to the doctor, and he's like, he needs Adderall, whatever, so he can calm down. I didn't want to calm down. Listen, are you ready? I wasn't interested in school. I wasn't interested in school. I didn't like school. Turtles like school. They're really good at it. Why? Because turtles are slow and steady, and rabbits are all over the place. And if I get up here to a rabbit and I'm drawing, the rabbit's like, yeah, oh, I see it. I see the picture. Ooh, draw the tree. But the turtles can read books. And that's why when the Scantron tests come on, you're like, oh man, I got to cheat right now because I don't know what the hell this says. Like my brain, I know I don't have a learning disability. I am different. I am not a rabbit. I'm not a turtle. I'm a rabbit. And so I want you to understand this, that basically my dad took me to the doctor. Doctor says, I got ADHD, whatever. And then they're like, he needs Ritalin or whatever the hell, Adderall. And we go to the pharmacy and the guy tells him how much it is. And my dad goes, hell no. No, your ass is going to stay out of trouble. And we can't afford to get you medicine. Thank God they didn't medicate me. And you know what? For the next 5 or 6 years, I would be that kid that's sitting in the room like this. Like I'm like this. And they're like, Andy, calm down. And I'm like, I'm freaking bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm so freaking bored. I am bored. But give me something I'm interested in, I'll tear it to the ground. I found cells at 18 years old. For those of you in here that raised your hand and said you have ADD, ADHD, you're a rabbit. You were born for cells. You're sad when you're not working. And when you're not working and you're a rabbit and you're sad and you don't understand that you're a rabbit, now you're actively running around depressed because you're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be working. But if you're a turtle and you're in this room, you're only going to work so much. It's just the truth. I'm not mad at you. I love you. But if you got ADD like I do, your ass, the more you work, the happier you'll be. The more progress you get in your life, the happier you'll be. The more crazier you run, the happier you'll be. The more you work and study at night, the happier you'll be. That's why a person that goes home that's got ADD, that goes home and makes a bad decision to watch TV instead of a bad decision to study, the reason why he's depressed and sad and doesn't win is because his ass was built to study. His ass was built to learn cells. That person was built to learn word tracks and objections and role play in the mirror and stand up and have sales meetings in the room when no one's around. I remember before I got my first team, I was literally outside having sales meetings on my own. Come on, man. This is what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And I remember people looking at me. They're like, dude, that guy's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm actually a badass. You don't understand me because I'm not built like you. Does that make sense? ADHD, ADD, really what it is, it's called fast brain. Your brain moves very fast. And so you can't sit still. You want to keep pushing. You want to keep winning. And that's why people that have ADD and ADHD must have very good habits. Listen, and a person with ADD, when they get hyper-focused, they're deadly. Dude, I am telling you, if I say I'm going to do something and I'm interested in it, you better get out of my way. I will cut your face off. I will get what I want, and I don't care who it is. I will actually die trying to get what I want. Like die. That's how bad I want it. Turtles are like, I would never want something so bad I would have to die for it. I know, and there's nothing wrong with you, and there's really nothing wrong with me, but we need to decide who's who. Does that make sense? Now, can turtles still work hard? Yes, but they need more rest. It's the truth. And that's why as a leader, like Luke, when you're in here coaching people, you're like, can the turtles get on this side? And then the rabbits get over here. And the reason why is because the turtles need to work about 7 hours a day. They need to work 5 days a week and you need to give them off on the weekends. Because if you do, they'll perform higher. And then the rabbits over here, they need to work 6 days a week. And they need to work 9 hours a day. And then they'll also wake up, work out, cold plunge, and do everything in the morning and study at night. These guys are good to study once a week. They're different. Does that make sense? And by the way, everybody in this world, all our number one goal is to just be happier. You're like, so if I sell someone solar, they're going to be happier? Yeah. Yeah, if you frame it that way, they will. And if people feel like they'll be happier, they'll buy it. You know, if you were to buy this product today and then 5 years down the road, your property value is worth, $20,000 more because the grid got maxed out. Not everybody else could get solar. Your house has solar, so the house is worth way more money. Your energy bills are way lower. Everybody's paying through the roof. You didn't get taken advantage of because you took the decision when you could actually make it. Would that make you happy? Yeah? Okay, cool. When gas was $6 a gallon, if you were the only one in the neighborhood paying $1 a gallon, would that have made you happy because you were the one not getting ripped off? Would that have made you happy? Yeah? Okay, cool. That's what solar is. It's just the unfair advantage in the market. Not only today, but really heavily in the next few years. You always got to be selling. The biggest sell is not today, but in the next few years. It's like this. Don't drink coffee. Why? Because it's going to make you age and your face is going to start looking like a pot of coffee. Not today, but over the next few years, it's going to happen. She's going to be like, I'm not drinking that shit. But how hard would it be to sell her today with the beautiful face? Don't drink coffee because it'll make you ugly. She's like, well, I don't know. I don't look that bad. And I'm like, yeah, but it does. You could look better. That's a harder sell. So if I say though, but if you keep drinking it over the next 12 to 18 months, what's going to happen is you're going to start aging and your face is going to look like a pot of coffee. And she's thinking in the future, I don't want that to happen. So she's making a decision today that's going to play out in the future or could. Does that make sense? When you sell solar, Luke, a lot of the times the current energy that they have today may not be enough savings to even do it today, but if we play future expectations, that's where the money's made. That's where the sell is closed. That's where Luke takes them. A lot of you amateurs are always like, what are you paying now? Well, this is what we're paying now. It's like, dude, who gives a shit what now is? Let's take him in the future. You know why? Number one, the future hasn't happened yet. And I love taking people to a place that I can actually paint a picture because it hasn't happened yet. And I get an opportunity to use my best clothes, which is conviction. And if I believe the future looks differently than they believe, and they believe me versus me believing what they believe, they're going to believe my way. You guys feel me? Yes. It's all here, guys. I thought about today, I'm like, let's cover objections. That's the first thing I thought about. And then I thought, what do people really struggle with in sales? It's all here. You guys have this secret weapon right here. You have this secret weapon. And you're going to work for another solar company? I honestly wouldn't go there. I would be with these guys. I'm being honest with you. Well, honestly, because, and I'll tell you why. And you're doing roofing or whatever everybody's doing, I would be with these guys. And do you know why? My company, Elliott Army, my team, I started this company and I literally had nothing. We had nothing. But I had a dream, and I'm a rabbit. And my guys saw that my mindset was going to take us somewhere. And I was crazy. And they're like, that guy's going to take us somewhere? I'm rolling with him. I'm rolling with them because where you go, I'm going. And so Ian and Evan and each one of them would start grabbing. And there were some along the way that got taken out along the way with comparing to other people and fake people's lives and shit. And it's easier over there. And, you know, these people are making more money and, oh, they get to do this. And yeah, actively, these people that are winning are doing the work that you're avoiding. These people that are winning, they have a better mindset than you. And so if you can ever find the right company, the right team, the right leaders, dude, guys, don't waste another minute. Don't waste another second. You guys get this social media shit off your phone. Now, you say, well, Andy, we're going to use it for recruiting. I'm cool with that. Get on your computer, get on your freaking laptop, get on your iPad. And when you get home at night, or maybe in the morning, first thing, drop your recruiting video. I'm cool with it. I'm not asking you guys to not leverage what I'm leveraging myself. Guys, I drop 55 pieces of content a day on social media, but I don't consume one piece of it. So what do you guys want to do? You want to be the contributor or you want to be the consumer? You want to consume the shit? I want to contribute to the world. I want to make it better. Okay, and again, you don't get high on your own supply. What does that mean? That means this, dude, this shit's crack. You want to make it and serve it to other people, that's fine. But dude, the problem with is if this is on your phone, you're in trouble. You're in big, big trouble. And by the way, having an accountability partner, there was a guy, he told me, he goes, man, I'm addicted to porn. And I knew that thing, number one, he has to walk with shame every day. I don't care how cool you think it is, he has to walk with shame. When he's done, he's like, man, why the hell did I do that? And he does it again, does it again, does it again, does it again. 80% of men struggle with porn. You know what I tell every one of them? Go to a buddy, go to your wife, go to your girlfriend. You say, I couldn't tell her. All right, lie to everybody. That's fine, but go find someone you're not going to lie to. And say, I want you to lock this out of my phone. I want you to make it where I'm like a 5-year-old. I can only search certain things on my phone. And I want you to put a password on my phone. And if I ever need to get in it, I have to call you. I need you to be my accountability partner. I keep screwing up on that thing. Your buddy will be like, done, I'll lock your ass out. And then guess what happens? You're locked out. Your life will change. Some of you in here, you're free. You're not in prison. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. This book I am more fired up about than anything else I've ever released in my entire life. I literally would have given my legs to have this book the last 25 years. I've spent 5 months in Dubai when I was gone building this entire book with the 50th most deadliest closes on planet Earth that will work in any industry. And you guys can get this book right now. Go down to the description box below on this YouTube video and click the link. Fill out your information and you guys can get your book. Remember, this book right here is going to change your life and you guys can get it now. Go down, get it, and then let's get back to the video. All you're doing is wasting your life right now. Day by day, you're numb, you're cold, and you're literally not changing anything in your life. You know what I would tell you? If you could put yourself in my shoes, I'm a great person. I never wanted to hurt anybody. I've actually never even tried to break the law, but there was just so many laws, sometimes you don't even know if you're breaking one. Everyone in this room has broken a law. A lot of you just didn't get caught. And so that's just the truth, right? And so I realized that day, I'm not going to take my life for granted no more. And so if you guys are smart enough, at any of you in here, to put yourself in my shoes and say, you know what? I don't need a bad doctor's report. I don't need someone to die. And I damn sure don't need to go to prison. I think I understand what you're saying. I'm good. I'm gonna shoot down the bad airplanes. I'm gonna stay close to Luke and Nadia. I'm literally gonna give everything I've got, which I haven't been given any of that. You've probably been given 10% of what you got. Give 100%, see what happens. Come with this energy and passion every day, be a real badass, watch what happens. And honestly, as long as you don't quit, what did I say? As long as you don't quit, which is the number one mistakes a lot of you will make. As long as you don't quit and you keep trying to get better every day and become a better person and realize you're going to lose a lot, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fail, but you stay around good people like this that like have your back and you're in that support system, actively decide who you want to be, chase that person every day, you're going to be successful. It might be this year. It might be 3 years from now. I don't know, Luke, but I know it'll happen. You want to be a millionaire? It'll happen. It will happen. But you got to do what we say. If you won't do what we say, then you're deciding to live the life the way that you're currently living it, which is the life you currently have now. You know? And so anytime this man speaks about like, do this, do that, do you think he's doing it because it makes him feel cool? No, he's doing it because like, he doesn't want you to feel pain. But then when you don't do what he says, you actually live in pain. You feel me? Does this help you guys a lot?
Yes.
You know what I call this? A brainwashing. A brainwashing. I like to take the brain out of your head and I just want to wash it a little bit. And I want to get all the crap out of it. And then I want to put it back in there and I wanted to show you, dude, you have everything you've ever wanted. You just can't quit. You got to keep growing every day. You got to be around good people. And you got to work in an industry that has a need so you can fill the need. Okay? And then if you do that, it's over. You guys are all entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is the guy that takes all the risk. An entrepreneur is the guy that works for the entrepreneur that doesn't have to take all the risk but has all the upside and make good commissions. It's a beautiful life. Entrepreneurs carry all the stress. Entrepreneurs shouldn't be stressed out at all. Now, will you have pressure? Absolutely. Every one of you should pray to God for more pressure. God, I want more pressure on my ass. I do not want any stress, but I want pressure. And by the way, if you stay close to God, God gives you love and he gives you peace. Even when the bullets are flying, I still have peace. Even when the bullets are flying, I'm still loving. Do you guys see me? Feel it? So I want you guys to all be psychopaths for this life. So I would just tell all of you, you being here together in this room, everybody look around. See this? This is your team. This is your family. This is cool. Find a group of people who are all collectively and actively chasing the same mission, the same goal. Get your shit together. Listen, we're all different, okay? But we all must align in what we want, what our values are, what we stand for, how our minds will work, and what we're chasing. You're all different characters. You're different than him. We're all different. The Elliott Group, come out here, they're all different characters. They all are. But they're all in total alignment. Yep. Total alignment, though. Total alignment. Okay? And so, anyways, I just want to tell you guys, the fact that you guys are with them, one of the hardest things to see, and I'm going to finish with this, is the thing that's right in front of your face. And you'll never know how good it was until it's gone. Okay? If you didn't have Luke and Nadia anymore, you wouldn't understand how great it was until they were gone. So I see a lot of the times husbands and wives are together. And then when they have problems, they're like, I don't want these problems. And so they think the best solution is just not to be together anymore. And really what they do is they actively tear down their whole life. When really the greatest thing for both of them when that problem was there was for them to get closer, suffer together, and grow. But instead of suffering and growing, they disconnected. And some of you are disconnecting in this room. And you need to get close. And if you have problems, you need to realize that the company you work for has no problem in helping you solve your problems because they care about you. Okay? And so when I see these people get divorced, they tear their kids apart. They tear everything apart. And once that person's gone, they're gone. And you're never going to get them back. And if you ever do, it'll never be the same. Okay? So I just have this deal that like Jacqueline, which is my wife, I treat everything. To me, business and marriage and being a parent, it's all the same. Like it's all the same. I decide who I want in my life and I take really good care of those people. Okay? My wife, I see her every day. We've been together for 20 years. Every day I see her, I just can't believe I get to be married to her. And you say, well, what is she doing? Nothing. It's the way that I believe. I believe I gave my life to one person. It's that person until I die. My team, I decided we build the Elliott Group. I'm going to be with this team until I die. And at any point in time, if somebody checks out, there's nothing I can do about that. I've given you my best. I've loved you as much as I can. I've given you as much opportunity as a human can give another human an opportunity. I have to wipe my hands clean. I gave all I had. But there's someone else coming in tomorrow that's everything they've wanted, and they're going to appreciate it, and they're going to go really far with it. And so I just tell you guys, if you guys lose this, you're never going to get it back. You'll never have it. And some of you are really young, so you've never really been betrayed, so you really don't understand that. But it's coming. I know because I'm 45 years old, and I understand. And so when you find people like this, I'm like, can't we all wake up? Can't we all take our production to a whole nother level? Can't we all start really talking about recruiting and growing this thing bigger every day? Guys, you guys got to dream together as a team, all as a team. And by the way, Luke and Nadia's dream is big enough to hold all of your dreams. To me, that's a very important thing that I love about them. They want all of you here to make a lot of money. They want all of you here to have a great life. And they're actively showing you how to have a great marriage during work, how to be a great parent also while working, having fun while working, how to be close to God while working, how to be physically fit while working, you know, how to see the good in life. You know what I'm saying? And does Luke get wound up sometimes? Yeah, he's passionate about life. You know why? Because when he was a drug addict, he was dead. And once God wakes you up, just like I said, when I walked out of that freaking trial, I said, God, I'm never going to take my life for granted. Everybody was asking me, man, how can I have energy like you? It's like, dude, man, once you freaking walk out of a situation like that, how could you not have energy like me? I don't know what you've been through, but I didn't forget the shit I went through. And so the way that I'm operating now, I always remember I'm one step from going back into a life like that, and I'm one step from going into my best life. I'm a step away either way. Some of you guys are a step away from losing this. And you're a step away from being the number one producer in this company. You feel me? Okay? You guys feel it in your heart today? Can you see it in your mind though? Can you burn some of that bad real estate out of your mind and your heart?